Welcome back to Easy to Spell, where the name is easy to spell, and we did it wrong anyway. I'm your Dungeon Master, Andrew, and joining me tonight, as always, -1, our fantastic group of heroes, beginning with...
Hi, I'm Will, and I play Dominique.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I play Angel.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and I play Lord Quinnington.
I'm Mike, and I play Sai.
I'm Lucy, and I play Yoshta.
And she has the difficult duty of following up with David's energy, being the team's anchor. Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody's had an awesome couple of days since you last hung out with us on Wednesday and Thursday playing games. We're back for some D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't think we have any major announcements, so we can just jump right back into it. We left off with the party having descended into the excavation site that the Ketrova Tena nomad clan had been working out. They were greeted by a large metallic tree whose roots had kind of reached around this passage, leading deeper and deeper into this sweltering hot cave. The tree, the guardian of the tree, an old dryad, welcomed you and said that as a group, you have the correct smell. That she was expecting you. She's waiting for people that might be you, at least someone like you. And she offered to you all a riddle. That within my branches, as a sentinel strong, a guardian to those destined to belong, time's gentle touch has marked my plea to safeguard this path meant for the worthy. To navigate my roots, the way to find. Answer me this riddle with knowledge aligned. Threads of fate woven for all to see. What am I that guides you? We come to is that you've just been delivered this riddle. The Dryad, her name not yet given to you, kind of settles back in the branch to watch and listen.
What am I that guides you?
Threads of fate, woven for all to see.
Doman will start rewriting it in the sand.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over his shoulder, or near him since he's taller.
On my head.
Oh, I have a thing somewhere that I was gonna look at. Should have pulled this up.
Threads of fate.
Can I make a perception check to spot, to decipher any clues?
Within the riddle itself?
Necessarily, maybe the riddle, her, I have this thing called Eye for Detail, and I can use my bonus action to make a perception check. I don't know if it's something I can do on this, but...
I don't know that perception would really help a whole lot here. That's
Okay, I guess then in that case, could I use, or would I understand any phrasing as far as threads of fate, based on conversations I've had with my monastery, or?
Give me an intelligence check at advantage.
Well, those are 2 5s for a 7. So
not a whole lot. Nothing run through. Yeah, that's you read between the lines, anything like that. There's nothing that jumps out as immediately important.
Threads of fate woven for all to see. Do you think C is SEA? Do you think it's not spelled like that? No.
Okay. I'll scratch out the last E and put an A instead.
DM, I have a question.
Okay.
Without our lovely friend here, David, if I wanted to ask him a question, is that something that we can or should do?
I can try. If it's something that I feel is inherent to his character, I want to save that for him. But if you just have questions, I can...
He's in the chat asking.
Yeah, he's in the chat. So.
No. You just ask him directly. You can ask the question to
Okay,
the camera. You don't have to type it out.
I'm gonna ask. Yeah, I was gonna like. Ugh.
Gil, pay attention. David, you're Gil.
Gil, what was that you said about threads of or fabrics of fates or things before? Does that make any sense to you?
And
That
then
was
we
like
will,
tapestry.
we will give
like-
David time to answer.
The first couple lines here are all like tree related, right? Tree and guardian and this has got to be talking about the tomb, right?
Right. Destined to belong. What do you think? Do you think that means?
Well, she's guarding a tomb. This
Okay.
is
Okay.
those
okay.
have got to be the dead on the
right.
inside, but
Oh no, there's gonna be dead in there.
There is undead in there,
Oh.
but it is not evil.
Oh right.
Just undead.
Right. So you don't think it's woven for all to see? So it couldn't be like rivers because that doesn't have anything to do with.
Threads of fate, like a tapestry of time. Like the history of something.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not following that at all.
Is it something
Everything's
to do with something?
connected.
Yes. Okay. So for those that are not following the chat, Gil says it was more of a description or an example, just stating that everything is connected.
Thanks, Gil.
Sai's gonna.
Yeah, of course.
Sai's gonna kind of step towards the tree, and he's gonna pull out the feather out of his shirt and kind of look at it for a second. And then he's gonna look at the tree and say, "You said someone said you would know when we came?"
I did. And my eyes are up here, young man. I'm not the tree. She waves at you.
I'll look. Sorry.
Why so literally?
Who told you you would know?
An old friend. Several, in fact. And
you
she,
think- and you
she,
think-
those of you from campaign 1 will recognize this. She kind of like leans against the tree and disappears into it, but a moment later is stepping out from the trunk, and she kind of catches your hand that has the feather in it and turns it upwards. And she looks at the feather. She looks at you. Odd. She lets go of your hand and takes a step back.
My crossbow's out because I was like, ugh.
She doesn't
And I'll-
bear any, really pay any attention to the weapon drawn at her, but she does just kind of look to you. Goes, I would be very careful, young lady. If any harm should come to me, the next trials you face will be much more difficult.
Imagine how would we get in?
I'm
Like,
gonna.
Doman will start like digging at the roots because it says to navigate the roots, the way to find. So he's just going to try and start uncovering the roots.
Start
wait,
digging.
no, I don't think. Okay,
Oh, they go
That's what
down.
it says.
Why? Wait,
does it say that?
To navigate my roots, the way to find. And I'll just
And Sai's gonna.
navigating roots here. Give me a second.
Sai's gonna look back at the feather again. I think we're destined to be here.
It's our destiny. To be
I
here.
can't tell if you're answering me or just talking out loud.
My destiny
That-
guided me here.
Indeed, it did. And she steps back, melding into the tree again. And the roots slowly pull apart, creating an entryway. You see the stone steps that descend past.
It's about this
Much
close
easier to navigate
saying
when they pull
friend.
apart like that.
What'd you say?
It's a lot easier to navigate them when they pull apart like that.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
A whisper from the tree goes, just because he's good does not mean he won't hurt you.
Hey,
But if you are who he's expecting, you'll probably be fine.
Thank you.
But she has kind of disappeared and
Wait.
is not emerging from the branches of the tree again.
Tree creature! Tree creature! Who is he?
Saya's gonna just start stepping down the steps.
Wait a second. Wait. Should we decide what to do? Should we talk? Are you just gonna go?
We're meant to be here.
That's
Yeah.
what I came here to try and do.
Okay. Well,
Um,
you want to go first, Sai?
I'll go first.
I'll go behind you.
And then I would like to cast.
That got really loud musically.
I didn't adjust anything.
No, it just I think it
No, it's just
crescendoed
an
musically.
Oh.
I would like to cast Bless on let's see, 1, 2. On everybody but me
Okay.
and Gil.
Okay. And what order do you all begin to descend down the steps?
I will go first.
I'll go next.
I'll walk next to Anj.
We'll be fine. And then I guess Gil is pulling up the rear.
Yeah.
What does bless do again?
Angel, what does Bless do?
Oh, Bless gives you advantage. Oh wait, hold on. You can add a D4 to your number rolled for attack rolls or saving throws.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. And everybody begins going down the stairs, yeah?
Yeah.
Gil bringing up the rear as you
The
all
rear.
bring up the rear. As you all start walking down the steps, the roots close in front of him, and he kind of stops. Oh, right. Hey guys, I'm gonna let you handle this one. I'm gonna go hang out with the Doman's sister.
What?
He just kind of waves and turns. Let me check something really quick. If he can do anything to. This. I hope David doesn't mind me playing around too much with this stuff. But
Should have been here if he cared.
yeah, if he cared, he'd be here. Choosing your kids over this.
How dare he?
Okay, nothing that big.
Is anybody else's owlbear kind of hard to not letting you add your token to it?
Well, it's you're adding them to the blank space outside of the visible area.
I know because I look. Oh, God,
There you
thank
go.
you.
What does he got? Let's see. He leaves himself out, but he's going to cast the telepathic bond on the 5 of you. He does exclude himself from that. Very deliberate.
No, I shout rude in my
Uh,
head at him.
And, yeah, and he just runs back. You watch as he kind of hops over the lava flow that had blocked your path as you came in. I like that it starts out making you guys like huge.
Angel's going to immediately start thinking about her and Doman's last night.
No, no.
She'll cut it off before it gets too spicy, but just to traumatize everybody a little.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't. Person.
Descending the stairs, it opens into a long stone tunnel. A door at the northern end, an open, collapsed door that extends east of you to a closed door. Another door farther up. Here, along the western wall, a large mural. Kind of carved. It shows. It's not incredibly detailed. It is a large mural. A small plaque, kind of at the wall when you first enter, reads "Nine gods and realms divide. In realms divine, they stand, protectors of creation. Their power grand. Shadows loom, a threat they dread. To save their world, a sacrifice ahead."
Not another riddle.
It's not another riddle. This is just kind of a plaque at the
Okay.
kind of showing the mural.
I
And
cast
in the mural kind of it shows uh, these figures kind of going through, and it's like a classic heroic tapestry. They, fighting monsters and saving people, and it just kind of continues along the wall, growing kind of more and more majestic as they go. Halfway through, they're fighting like a dragon inside a city.
I'd like to keep an eye out for any traps as we walk through.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights just to give us more light.
Visibility?
That would be a 23.
23. You notice there are some lights through, like these torches you see are ever burning torches, so those are lighting up the areas that they're visible on the map. Down at the end of the hall, I didn't mean to draw a shape. This is what I'm going for. So down at the end of this hallway, with a 23, you make out that like underneath the door, there's just more stone. It seems to be a false door, and you see that there are like holes all around, like down the walls of each of them. This entire hallway is a trapped dead end.
I make my dancing lights into the humanoid form that they can go into and send them down the hallway to see if they'll set off any traps. Should I do that? If I make him look like a little human?
I mean, that hallway's definitely trapped. We should
Right.
keep going straight.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
we need to go anywhere on that right.
Well,
And
I'm gonna let you guys know for no particular reason. If you click on your token, you can use the arrow keys and it will move them one space at a time.
Cool.
Just so I have a general idea of the path you guys are taking.
okay, I'm gonna.
With your
Flip that.
perception of 23, you see hidden within the mural, there are like small lines of script. And now that you've made them out, you can see them. They say, "Prophecy foretells in words untold. Heroes will rise brave and bold. When darkness consumes, their time shall come to take up the mantle when gods succumb."
Talking about the gods giving up the ghost and mortals having to take over for them?
Think so.
Huh. Sorry, sons of bitches.
What is this like light thing right next to my character right now on the ground?
It's a
Can elaborate?
it's another ever burning torch that with
Okay.
the map tool I was using. I think it just automatically populated some items,
Gotcha.
and I missed some of them when I was going through cleaning it up.
On the left-hand side, that dark shadowy thing, is that like a stairwell?
It's a stairwell, but as soon as you get up to it, you see the base of it has like collapsed in. It leads nowhere.
And on the right-hand side, that another
That
like,
is another.
doorway?
That is another door. The door in it is collapsed. So as soon as you approach it,
Yeah, I'll just get right next to it.
another hallway extends down.
And what did you say was at the end of that hallway again?
There's another door at the end. That one is intact. If it is kind of old, rotting wood, but the door has not broken. It's still standing.
Is there any script above this door frame that I'm at?
This one, no. It extends a ways down. There's another door, not a door, but like a collapsed portion of the wall, about halfway down. There's a iron gate that you can kind of make out towards the end, and then another door at the end, at the very end.
Okay.
Away from you.
I'll just turn back to the group and say it. Straight or right? This has got another hallway, three options on the right, but the door's broken.
Oh, important thing: the wooden doors that have like collapsed to what you've passed and seen previously. The door at the end over here is a large stone, like carved door.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Unseen Servant, just
Okay.
to have.
What is the cast time on Unseen Servant?
It's an action.
Okay, perfect. Just making sure. Oh, that's because that is one you can cast as a ritual if you need to. Perfect.
On the right, we've got an iron gate, a stone door, and looks like a broken wall.
We also have this one hallway down here. I yell at them.
That's the one that Sai said was trapped.
Yeah, but that
It's
seems
dead
like a
end.
sign.
Nothing there.
Okay. That doesn't seem ominous to you all.
In a
Traps
tomb where
seem
people could
ominous.
rob it, traps seem pretty normal.
The door's a false, is what I mean.
Okay.
It's not actually a door. It's just stone behind it. It's to try to convince you to go that way.
Yoshida, you're welcome to try.
I'm gonna send my Unseen Servant down there.
Okay. He starts walking down the hall. You can't see it, but you have an idea. And you're going to try to have him open the door.
Mhm.
Okay. How many hit points does your Unseen Servant have?
1 hit point. AC
1
10.
hit point. Okay. He goes, and you hear the doorknob wriggle a little bit, and then click, and all of the little holes that are lining the entire hallway, so back the entire 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35 feet of hallway that you've sent him down, spikes spear out from it. He can make a dexterity saving throw. If it doesn't give you stats, just assume it's dice rolled.
It's a 7.
That is a 7. He takes 3,
Lethal
We're
damage.
gonna have to see him to stab him.
14, 26, 32 points of piercing damage.
He's super dead.
As he is just, you hear a in a ghostly scream,
Do the spikes go back in or do they stay?
and then they pull back the doorknob. You just watch it slowly, just like it's on not a spring, but like there's something kind of you hear tick, 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 and the handle clicks back into place.
Just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, fine. I grumpily walk back up there to you guys.
Sai, before we go down that hallway to look, I'd like to see if we can see anything further down these stairs. Yoshida, can you send your lights down to see?
Yeah, I send my 4 globes of light down the hallway.
One of them, and yeah, and like I said, it's just fully collapsed. Like there's nothing down there, whatever it was. That is, if you guys want the honest truth, I was making a map. I had put a staircase there, and I forgot to delete it. It more is one of those design dead ends where I maybe was eventually going to put something there and forgot about it.
I'm just
So-
assuming it's a trap that's already been set off.
There you go. Yeah, it was exactly that.
Yeah.
There's
But
nothing
Pennington-
beyond this
Inside
point.
there that
Wait.
we can't see.
Okay.
What are we waiting for?
Well, I thought Lord Quinnington was trying to go down the hallway all by himself.
Looks like he is.
Okay. Oh,
All right, I guess we're going in
Quinn, is
there.
that what you're
Okay.
doing?
Oh,
Quinn, I need you to be fully
Checks.
inside spaces. You keep putting yourself like between squares, and I need to know where you're at.
Oh. Here, I'll move
It
5 feet
should
at a time.
clip. No, you're still between
Yeah,
two
you-
spaces.
Like right
your-
side or
use
left
your
side of the
arrows.
hallway. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. If you can make a dexterity saving throw for me as the floor pit drops out from underneath you.
Can I do like an athletics?
You
Sure.
you could, if there's an athletic saving throw, yeah. If not, I'm going to need an athletic dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 16.
16. The floor drops out from under you. You're going to fall 20 feet. Here, you can make an athletics check because you do fall through the trapdoor, just to try to catch yourself, just slapping both your hands and feet into the wall and like cat slide your way down as the pit of lava at the base of this.
Okay, hold on.
Rushing
want
towards you.
to- I'm using my Indomitable, which gives me a second. I can reroll a saving throw that I fail.
Okay, so you can roll your dexterity saving throw again.
I was 24.
24 dexterity. Okay, so that's enough. That's you. Just reach up and catch the lip with your fingers. With however strong it's easy for you to just muscle your way back over.
Found the trap. It's hot
Yeah, you
down
did.
there. Whew, toes
Oh.
are cinched.
I recommend not finding them with your face next time. But good job.
darn.
Ah, I see what you did there. Not quite.
It wasn't my face though. It was my toes.
It was about to be if you fell any farther.
Okay, so now we have to jump over that and avoid the next trap.
Sai, will you look for traps?
So I kind of
You
like
seem to be very good at
taps his
finding
feet on it. Yeah. You mind holding this? And I'm gonna tie a rope around my waist and give the other end of it to Angel.
them. Yeah, Angel's gonna.
And I'm gonna first of all jump over the lava.
Okay, that's easy enough. 10 feet you can do with no trouble.
And then go ahead. This is where
how
I'm
many
landing.
feet? How many feet of rope do you have? By the
50
way,
feet.
50 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll assume 5 of those are being used to tie you up. So 45 feet. You land. There's a tense moment. You're good.
Okay. And I'm gonna immediately start looking for traps on the floor, on the walls.
As
everywhere.
Side does his thing looking for traps, I will put an arm around Yoshida, and I'll say, "You doing all right, kid? You seem a little nervous. First time raiding a tomb, huh?" And I'll just like tap on her head.
Oh, yep. What gave it away?
Well, I mean, your
Yep.
upbringing and the fact that you've never been out of avarice, and yeah, you know what? Don't stress about it.
Okay. Thanks for the advice.
Sai, give me a perception check.
25.
25. Okay. I'll hand it to you. You spot another similar trapdoor fashion. And not a trapdoor. I need to be more clear because it wasn't like a door that swung open. It was the stones collapsed straight down into this, melting away into slag. You see another one up a little ways, just you kind of make out the perfect square amidst the rough cobbled stones that are kind of falling apart. You can see into this next room where the doors have collapsed. There are a few barrels. There's a door to the other side. This seems to be some kind of storeroom.
Okay.
But it leads to, there's another door. It leads to another section. You hear it's not regular, but a creaking, like metal scraping on metal, something being moved. Metal scraping on metal, something being moved.
Okay. I'm gonna step back along that wall there, and point out the lava trap or the lava fall up above. Just saying, like, hey, if we go any further, like, the floor is gonna fall out again, so we need to be careful. I don't know if these are traps, but it definitely seems like this is not a safe area. And then I'm just going to.
Jump the
Yep,
gap.
easy enough. Anybody with a strength score higher than 10, excuse me, can make that jump, no problem.
Where he can, does he like indicate where the thing is? Okay, so I start throwing my rapier, like drawing and throwing my rapier at the stones, trying to get them to fall.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Boy, like with bonuses or just
Yeah,
nope?
just
Okay.
yeah, it'll
14.
14. It's an AC of 10. Go ahead and roll damage.
11.
11. That's enough. That's you. Yeah, strike it just like right on the corner, and one of the keystone pieces shifts a little bit, and you watch as all the bricks kind of just begin to fall out, like when you try to pick up a puzzle.
After he throws the first one, Sai's gonna be like, "Stop!"
Sai, you hear that creaking metal stop and then resume, but it's a large creak, not followed by anything moving.
There's something in this room to the left. Listen, and hope that they can all hear the creak.
Once it's been pointed out, it's somewhat faint. It's muffled by the door, but you hear this kind of rhythmic followed by, and then that uneven metallic creaking.
I'm gonna start creeping around the corner, and I'll stop right at the entrance and kind of peek in and see if I can see what's making that sound.
Okay.
On either side.
It's a wooden door. This one is kind of holding up, but it seems like it'll fall apart at a touch. There are two what were probably glass windows at some point. You actually make out little pieces of broken glass behind. And past it, you see what seems like kind of a dilapidated kitchen. Let me move the fog here for you.
I've got my crossbow and I'm covering Sai.
Gesture
around the
across
corner.
the lava pit to Angel. Ladies first.
I'll jump over now
To
that
be
there's
clear,
space
this
to jump
like
over.
this side, you have difficulty like actually seeing. Like your line of
Right.
sight would be like this line here.
Gotcha.
Um,
Seeing that, I'm gonna step into the room again. Let me click on my character. There we go.
Okay.
And step here. And just, I guess actually at this point, I'm gonna move up to this door and just see if I can see anything on the door or anything like that.
as you're right on the door, you can. So the door, nothing special about it, nothing fancy, but you can make out this large mechanical construct. It's going through, and it is currently grabbing the corpse of a large spider, and is like shoving it onto spikes that has all along its back. It's going through, and you hear kind of that shift creak as it's like moving a table and like sweeping through like the cobwebs and like crushing giant spider eggs, putting the table back. And it has like kind of turned not a whole lot of attention, and has just taken a step that way.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Can I see the spiders?
You are not close enough to the door. It's in this room here.
Okay.
It's currently sized like looking through the little window.
And I'll step back and relay the information. There's a big old boy in there, some sort of mechanical being, and looks like we might be dealing with a lot of large spiders. Also, I will say I'm
There's
doing this
spiders
at
in
a
the room?
hushed tone.
I'm assuming here.
Okay. There was
Spiders?
a dead spider that he's lugging around.
Well, then I think we leave him be with the spiders.
Can we secure this door so he can't come back out this direction towards us?
Yeah, agree.
Uh,
If we don't have to mess with him, then we shouldn't.
I'm gonna look at the
Maybe-
rickety door and look back. Like I don't.
Maybe we move some of these barrels into this hallway entrance into this storeroom.
Is that gonna make enough
Then
more
he's-
noise than us
I mean,
just leaving?
if we can tag team and stack them up quietly, that means that we would hear him coming if he were to come this way. Because he would have to unstack them.
Well, I'm not the strongest, so be my guest, and I'm gonna back up and give them room to do that.
Lord Quintington, you help me?
Yep. I
Okay.
grab a barrel.
And we're gonna.
Grab barrels. Do it stealthily, yeah? I'll need stealth checks from both of you
Jeez.
at
I forgot
disadvantage if
about
deemed by your
that.
armor, but you do have
Will-
plus.
Will you let me assist with a levitate spell? So I'm
yeah.
not moving anything, but I would levitate some stuff, and they could just push it a little quieter.
That's I will
Me picking up the barrel's pretty quiet. I just am shiny.
and I think loud.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you-
clinkety clankety.
I
That's fine.
will allow the levitate to remove Sir Quinnington's disadvantage. How's that?
Okay.
I still got a 7 on my first roll, so
But
You get a
he's gotta
7.
be-
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got to be guarding something. I mean, I feel
Angel.
like we have to talk. I think we have to find him.
9.
9. I'm gonna Doman, they weren't prepared for levitate being truly levitating. So they've both gone to one barrel and kind of grabbed it, and they hoisted as you cast levitate and just smashed this barrel into the ceiling. Given the combined strength of your two characters, the barrel, the old rotting from the inside barrel, smashes open, and a foul, pungent smell of just like whiskey that has been left in a ancient rotting barrel drops on both of you.
I like to imagine this is all like this happens as Yosta's saying like I think we might need to go in there and fight it, and I'm like, we can always come back, and that all happens.
And we're
I
gonna
just-
give it.
Pull out my.
It crashes, and in the moment you guys are like getting it out of your eyes, this thing has moved, and you, Yoshi, you being right there, see a hand come through the door and just rip the wood door just out of it. I need every roll initiative.
Sick.
Shit.
Oh, ooh, nat 24 moi.
Oh, tits balls.
That's
Oh,
so
we'll censor that in
24 for
post.
Doman, yeah?
Yes, sir.
16 for me.
16 for Quinnington.
6. I am rolling like shit tonight.
I
Well,
lost
you
my
did
dice.
just get
Versailles.
covered in nasty ancient whiskey, so.
16 from Sai. What was that from Ajal?
6.
6. Yoshida?
Hold on, I lost my dice. 1 second. Oh, that's a 15.
15.
Plus.
And then Gil's not in this one. All right. So it kicks off. Doman, I just imagine at this point you're always ready for shit like this to happen.
I'm pretty used to it.
Yeah.
So the first thing Doman will say, get on the other side of the lava pit. And he will do just that. And he will 5, 10, I give him 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Including that jump.
Anything
He
else
will hold
from
an action.
Doman? Okay.
Hold an action.
Next up is the construct with an 18. It steps into the room, and you at the front of its face like drops open, showing just like a coiled like vent grate. This is a 30-foot cone, so it is going to try to get the three of you that are in this room. So Quinnington, Angel, Yoshida. This gas pools and just washes over you. I need Constitution saving throws from each of you.
Lovely.
That's an 11.
11.
How about a nat?
25.
I got nat 20.
Okay, so
Nice.
25, 28. Yoshida, did you add your D4 from Bless?
That's a 12.
Okay. Yoshida, you are paralyzed.
Oh, neat.
You'll be paralyzed for the next minute. At the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the saving throw.
Neat.
Which brings us to Sai.
Sai's gonna be like about to step off and
Oh.
shit.
I
And
think it's going to take one more step forward as
Okay.
proceed. So.
and he's going to take a step forward, and the rope that has been kind of let go, I'm assuming at this point, from Angel trying to
Okay.
move a barrel, try to whip it around her real quick, around Yosta, and tie a quick knot. Nothing too strong, just a quick knot
Okay.
that he can do
We're
in
gonna
6
say-
seconds.
Give me a survival check.
Okay. Fuck. That's a 10.
Then you have a knot tied. You're just
Okay.
going for a simple knot. But we'll see how
Yeah.
it holds up under pressure.
And then he's
Under
gonna try to run with Yosta attached and try to pull her along.
I just
Okay,
follow
so
her.
we'll say it uses another 5 feet to get her tied. And so you've got 40 feet between you. Are you trying to like grab her so she's dragged along with you?
Yeah.
Okay, you can move half your speed.
Okay, so I can go 20
You're
feet.
dragging, and it would have been your action to try to tie her up.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and hope to bring her. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll drag her along. Anything else from Sai?
And then yell, "We got a problem!"
Oh, hey, don't move my lava pit.
It was one over to the left. Yep.
There you go.
Sorry, I was trying to scroll the map and I clicked on the lava and it just took the lava.
I can lock those. Thank you, Owlbear, for knowing that my players are going to try with me.
Suddenly, a
moving
lava,
lava
pit
pit
falls
does nothing
onto the
but-
creature.
All right, Sir Quinnington.
He just like scrapes the whiskey out of his eyes and looks and goes, "Ah, you're as ugly as I smell." And I pick up whatever it is between me and it, and I throw it at him.
There's really it's a large barrel, so it'd be like hurling a cask at it. Yeah, go ahead. Give me. This is going to be an improvised weapon, so give me an attack roll. You don't get your attack bonus; you just get your strength check, no proficiency.
So strength bonus plus d20.
Yes, d20 plus your strength modifier.
Nat 1.
Natural 1. You grab it, rip it over your head, and throw it as just the steel rim, like that iron band that kind of holds the top together. That just tears off the loose boards of the barrel, kind of spring open, and more rotten whiskey begins to pour out onto the floor. And ting, 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 just the metal bar clings off it. In the head, the gas vent snaps closed, and the whole thing just turns towards you. Anything else? That's one of your attacks.
No, I'm just running away.
Okay.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
That's
No
5, 10,
thanks.
15, 20, 25. What's your speed?
30.
30. You can only make it to this edge of the lava pit.
I can't jump.
I mean, if you had more speed, you could, but that's 30, that's from where you started. That's
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, or let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can make it into the lava pit.
I mean, if I'm gonna jump the lava pit, I'm not gonna make it. I'll be like in midair waiting for my next turn.
No, that's how it ends. If you end your
Okay.
turn without flight and you're midair, you fall 500 feet.
Okay.
I don't make the rules quit. I just force them. Because otherwise, it's you leap and then, like, in reality, your motion continues. But in this, it's you're over the lava and then everybody else takes their turn.
Cartoon just sitting there. Waiting.
We could play D&D Redfall style, which is we go combat begins, and then we all just talk through what we're doing at the same time without any regard to what anybody else is saying.
That
We all
sounds
take
like
our turns at the exact same
terrible
time.
idea.
Oh yeah, no,
Doesn't
it's
tell a
bad
great
one.
story.
Yeah. Okay. And Yoshida, you are paralyzed, but at the end of your turn, you get to make a Constitution saving throw plus a D4.
So is it my end of my turn?
Yeah, because you can't
Okay.
do anything while you're paralyzed.
That's a 12.
You are still paralyzed.
Bad.
Angel,
I am trying to figure out if this is something that I can do or not. Can I use mold earth to make a very thin layer of looking stone over the lava? Is that something I can do before I go and do my other things? Is that
that would be an action because
Okay.
Well, and it's a mold earth. Read the description of mold earth for me. I
you
like
can
it.
choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range and that fits within a 5-foot cube. Oh, I guess that would be a 5-foot cube. So never mind.
Well,
Well,
5-foot cube would be 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot. So if you like did like a few inches thick, that would be much less volume
Spread
than 5
out,
foot by
yeah.
5 foot by 5 foot.
I would allow it. How much weight it can hold will.
I don't want
be
it to hold
returned
any
to-
weight.
Okay.
That's
Its own, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
I'll allow it. That's that'll be your action to do it. But
This is the poor man's hallucinatory terrain.
So in that case, I'm gonna cast Compel Duel on the buddy as my bonus action,
okay.
and then I am going to. My movement is. Oh crap! Where's my movement?
I
It's only
believe
30 as
you have
well.
30, so
So
you can make it up to the edge or into the lava pit. Your call.
Okay. I'm gonna make it up to the edge, and I'm gonna cast Mold Earth on the top of the lava pit, so it looks like it's floor.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Give
and I'm
me.
gonna tell
make it-
everybody,
make just
don't
like
step
a-
on that.
Charisma is your spellcasting modifier, correct? As a paladin. Okay.
Yep.
Give me just a charisma check. This
Okay.
is just kind of determining how quickly and well you're doing this.
That is 15.
15. It looks pretty good. Like it's clearly like one piece of stone. So like all of you are very aware. Like it doesn't look like the rest of the floor. But depending on the intelligence of whatever it is you're coming up against, maybe
Enough,
it'll work better. It works better than like not having it. So we'll see. Anything else?
Just tell everybody to jump over to the other side. That's it.
Okay. With that, we're back at the top with Doman.
Doman will hold his position and cast Levitate on Yosha's paralyzed body,
Okay.
so that A, it's easier for Sai to drag, and B, she doesn't have to be thrown across the lava pit.
Okay.
And
Anything
that's all I'm
else?
doing.
Okay. We move to the cadaver collector, which is going to walk up. And Yoshida, it can't move through the space because Yoshida's there kind of floating. It is going to make 2 slam attacks that, if they hit, are automatic crits because Yoshida's paralyzed.
Hey, but at least her corpse will be floating.
Mm-hmm.
That is 21 on the first one.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Move to that close.
And the second one is a 28.
Yep.
So does the
Mhm.
crit table take effect with rolled crits only or any crit? Because I don't actually
I'm going
know.
to say rolled crits only.
Okay.
Natural 20s. Because otherwise, that makes Hold Monster the most broken spell in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a D8.
How many d8s?
Do you really want to know that?
No,
Twice
I don't.
as many as he would normally be rolling.
No.
I'll figure it out.
Yoshida, do you want me to roll and double or double the amount of dice rolled?
Double the amount of dice rolled.
Okay, double the amount of dice rolled. So I'm just going to do this. And I also need d10s.
And d10s with the S at the end. Cool.
So, from the first attack,
From the first attack. Okay.
12, 21, 27, 35 plus 6, 41, 51, 58. 61 plus 5, 66 points of damage. That's mixed bludgeoning and necrotic.
Attack number 1.
The second attack, 12, 16, 17, 18, 32, 41, 54, 60 plus 5, 65 mixed bludgeoning and necrotic damage as your
111.
body, which is just kind of floating behind Sai, it catches you with one hand because you're floating, lifts you over its head and bounces you off the ground once, catches you with the other, and then just bashes you into the wall. Roll this. The knot stays tied. Are you conscious?
No.
And Yosha's unconscious body floating about 8 feet in the air, kind of slowly rotating like a bloody and bruised kite.
Ooh.
Sai.
Yeah, Sai's gonna look up and see that and start pulling her, and he's gonna jump across the lava. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So that's 40 feet.
Yoshida offers no resistance, so just kind of pulls. She's floating above the lava.
And
Unless you've let out slack to leave her behind.
No. I'm keeping her as tight as possible.
We're going to say you can move her here so she is not floating above the lava. You land and like pull her into the space next to you.
And then I'm going to pull her down to the ground and say, we got to get her out now. And I'm going to take... I wonder... No, I won't be able to jump through that door. So I'll just take another 10 feet to push her because I've got 10 feet left and try to push her out through the door.
Yep, you can go. And then you're following along or... Yeah.
Technically, I'd be right there, yeah.
Okay. So we'll let you float her out into this hallway so she's a ways back.
Okay.
Anything else from Sai?
And then I'm going to turn around and use my bonus action as patient defense.
Okay. Sir Quinnington.
I am going to jump over the stone. And yeah, I'm gonna just jump over the stone and then
Okay.
kind of gonna like bulwark myself, so I'm gonna like brace myself in case it decides to keep coming at me.
Okay. Yoshida, for your turn. I've rolled your death saving throw. I know whether you succeeded or failed. To be clear, for anybody watching, we all agreed on that. That's not me. This is not me being like, I roll your death saving throws. You don't get to know. Would you like to know if your first was a success or a failure?
That's not how this works. We need the anxiety.
Okay, we need the anxiety.
And Lucy's sitting there like, yeah, you need the anxiety?
Make your Constitution saving throw to see if you remain paralyzed. You still get a D4 from Bless.
I swear to God, if you say 12.
It's a 5.
Okay.
Not 12 though.
You remain paralyzed. Angel.
I think I kind of messed up a little bit on my last time. I didn't have it make a wisdom saving throw to see if it was compel dueled. So do
Oh.
we want to kind of do that now?
Yes, let's.
Oh yeah, because that would actually make the
That is a
attacks
natural
on Yosta at
Yeah.
disadvantage. But yeah,
That was a natural 20 on its.
20.
Okay, then it passed.
Okay.
It's got to get an 18.
Wait, what?
So
It passed.
Well,
it
let's
passed.
check. Okay, no, it doesn't have a negative to that. Okay. Anything? All right, Angel. So your turn.
Okay. Angel's gonna say, "Yoo-hoo, come get me!" and then jump over
Okay.
the thing
Anything
and tell
else?
everybody, "Get out of here!" And then I think I might have one other thing I can do. Sorry, give me just a hot second to make sure.
You're good. On deck, we've got Doman. So
Ready.
just be thinking about what you want to do.
Okay. Gosh, no, she's too far away, so I can't do that. Never mind.
Okay. You do still have, I believe, 20 more feet of movement.
I will step aside for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can move. You can make it through
Okay.
like allied
I'm
space.
gonna run over to Yoshida.
Okay.
And I am in that case, and I am going to cast Revivify.
She's not
And I
dead.
have one diamond. She's not dead.
Yeah, she's not
okay,
dead.
she's not dead. Never mind
She's
then.
just unconscious.
I was getting all excited about fixing her. Okay, then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level, so it's 3d8 plus 4.
Okay. As she figures out how much Yoshita's healed for, Yoshita, you will be conscious again, still paralyzed. Doman, what are you doing?
Because she hasn't been healed yet, as she goes floating past him, he will reach out and just like squeeze her calf or something affectionately and say, "Be right with you, lass. I gotta concentrate for this one." And he will hold an action to be released if the cadaver steps into the lava pit zone or tries to jump it. Let's just say enters the lava pit zone.
Okay, enters that area.
Yeah.
Cool. And then how much did Angel? How much did she heal for?
17.
17 into Yoshita. You're conscious. The cadaver collector. Speed. Okay.
How high is the ceiling in here?
15. About 15 feet.
Perfect.
Tall hallways.
As he makes his way onto the field, we're going to make an intelligence check against the DC 15 as set by Rachel's spell. It is an 8 plus -3 for 5. It walks out onto it. It gets to make a dexterity saving throw, with which it gets less than 5 with a natural 1, meaning the floor gives out from under it. It falls 20 feet, landing into lava, and takes the appropriate 10d10 damage from being submerged in lava.
10d10, that would have been really bad.
Can I use my reaction?
You can, yeah.
I would like to cast Force Cage in the space just above it, so that it is submerged in the lava and can't get back out.
Okay. Wow, that rolled really low. It takes 27 points of damage, and then force bounces into the force cage. Is there anything special? Like, can it break through the force cage, or is it?
I'll read, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Do.
Lucy, did you hear what I said on healing?
17.
Okay, yeah. Just had to make sure. Because I couldn't remember if I said it.
You said it.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't say thank you. Thank you for getting me outside.
no worries.
Nope, it doesn't say anything about how to move it. It says it can't be dispelled by dispel magic. It has rules for if you're not entirely inside of it, you get shoved as far to the outside as you can. It's 10 feet on a side if I make it a solid box, which I did.
Okay. It has no way to
You cannot-
teleport. It has no way to dispel. If you all are sitting around watching, as it takes another 46 points of damage.
I will actually on my next turn, if we're just gonna watch this thing melt, I'll just walk back over the top of the force cage to the other side, casually.
Okay. Is anybody wanting to do anything in the meantime?
I would
gonna-
like to be unparalyzed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh,
back and check on Yoshida because
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's we'll say 1 round. Give me your Constitution saving throw to unparalyze.
That's a 14.
14 is not enough. It takes another 6.
And then I'm gonna use lesser restoration to remove paralyze from her.
Okay. That's
I like the
restoration.
sizzle sound effect.
You took what?
Said I
Sound.
like the sizzle sound effect.
Takes another 50 points of damage. Yoshida, you can make. You are no longer paralyzed as lesser restoration kicks in, and this is
Fuck.
it cannot survive the remaining damage. Actually, I have an extra D10 on there just for fun. Another 57 as the bubbles stop. As this thing stops bashing at the force cage, and just the last remaining remnants looking down through that force cage, you can see the mask that made its face melting into the lava and just continuing with this flow. Goes underground. You were
almost
out of
died.
combat?
Domin, I think we should call that the floor is lava.
I'll write it down in the book.
That was a good move.
What a gruesome way to go, though, huh?
Through our telepathic connection, do we know if the floor is lava is something they're gonna do later, or like just a game? Do we know what the book is at the reference?
I don't spell it out for you
Because-
telepathically.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you guys would have been able to hear me if I was paralyzed. So I would have been like, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, until you were dead, yeah. Or unconscious, rather.
And
Okay.
then Angel's gonna look at Yoshida and say, "You doing okay?"
I'm weak, but I can help myself. Hold on.
All right. Let me know how much you can help yourself, and then I'll help you out a little more. I just went
Okay.
very Irish there. That was weird.
Spend enough time hanging around with me and it'll happen.
saying that she's okay, I'm gonna head over where Doman's at and where that thing came in and back up to the door. And just
Okay.
kinda-
The door is gone.
right.
It's like smashed against the back wall.
The doorway.
There are a number of kind of large egg clusters that have been smashed in, pieces of like bright blue spider leg, kind of in different spots around the rooms, cobwebs that have been kind of torn through. This thing potentially was some kind of janitor, and what you were hearing was it clearing through a spider's nest.
Okay. And there's no other like unsmashed sacks anywhere.
Give me a
If I-
perception check.
Okay.
Yoshida, I'm gonna drop 20 in you for laying on hands.
That's what she said.
Thank you.
In public?
14 for perception.
Ooh.
14. Nothing apparent. Everything seems to have been cleared through. You also don't see any traps in this room.
Okay.
Oops, did not mean to drag you, Doman, actually.
That's right.
I'll come
Okay,
in
and then
to there.
I'm sure Doman would remember, but somebody give Will a refresher on what we were looking for in here.
But just
Yoden had
seeing what was
sent
in
us in
here.
for something.
Oh. I thought we were just being sent in to get through the... They couldn't get into the tomb, so they were just trying to get us into the tomb.
to find out
Yeah.
whatever Sparrow wanted.
Yeah.
He never
With
told me, he actually
with
told
Sparrow
us.
out of the picture, it's really just they're now interested in going through the tomb.
But they
Uh,
didn't mention what Sparrow wanted?
No.
He meant it was a weapon.
That's right, that's right.
So the only other thing of note is there is another door going north.
Okay. I
Question-
will tiptoe my ass up to that door along here on that table,
Am I s-
down and over.
Am I
Okay.
still levitating?
No, I'll have dropped it.
Um,
Help!
question about this spider goo.
Yeah.
Is it something that looks familiar, like a creature that we would have seen in the wastes before, in other caverns and
Give me
other
a nature check.
ruins? Okay.
Not an advantage. This is a rarer thing.
Nature at advantage. That is a 20, not nat.
20, not nat. These look like pieces of phase spider. Spiders that are able to teleport short distances. They're large, bright blue, and pretty dangerous. They're uncommon, but you've seen them before. With 20, you've also seen cadaver collectors before. Dominant on gel, now that things have calmed down. These are pretty common automatons out there, as common as like old robots walking around the waystar, but they're usually found on old battlefields and around tombs. That's either something that was deployed to like clean up after a battlefield, collecting bodies, the large spikes on their shoulder, or to reset traps in a tomb, collecting the bodies of people that may have fallen prey to the defenses.
Question about the spider goo.
Okay.
Is there? Sorry. My thoughts are: can we rub the blue goo on ourselves
You can.
to look like, or
Oh.
if we come across other spiders to make them think that we're like them or anything like that? Is that something that?
As much as I would like to
might
tell
know.
you, yeah, sure. With a 20, you know that would not work.
Damn it. Okay.
It worked in Walking Dead for a hot minute.
I
This
know.
one's only
I was
got 2
hoping.
legs.
Has anybody, if you finished The Walking Dead, it works for more than a hot minute, okay? the whole arc, the Whisperers, that's their thing, man.
I
It's
only
creepy.
watched the first 3 seasons, and then I made the mistake of eating hot wings during the show, and I couldn't watch it again.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nice.
All right. The rooms you guys have broken into, it's sort of, you've gone from ancient crypts to like living quarters. You just passed through a storeroom. This is a kitchen. Everything that would be edible has rotted away over time. But it's this weird disconnect. The collapsed area that you came through, Lord Quinnington, as you kind of look around, you're realizing that it's not just like a collapsed portion of the wall. It's at some point there was a large gate here, or like secure stone door that has been pulverized, likely by the automaton there trying to get from one area to another. But yeah, there's an old fireplace. It looks like there's light coming out of it on the map. There is not. There is no fire in the fireplace. No water in the water fountain.
So is
Does
this
it
a
seem kinda
solid?
weird?
Go ahead. Sorry.
It doesn't seem kind of weird to anybody else that there's a kitchen in a tomb? Or is it just me?
This
Yeah.
strange.
This whole place feels weird.
It seems like
I mean, ruins would make sense, but tombs, no.
a change
don't
in
eat much.
direction. Like, should we be going somewhere else?
I know as well as you do, I suppose. Maybe it just wasn't a tomb and it was something else. Living quarters for somebody. Maybe it was a barracks at one point. I don't know. I didn't get to see the
Maybe
outside
it's
of
where
it.
they prepare the dead.
And I was
think we
actually
should
just
go-
gonna.
Yeah, and to be clear, that's no. As you walk up to it, it's another. It has like the
Okay.
graded windows. There is one other small door halfway along this wall, but otherwise nothing.
I think we should go where the cadaver collector has gone. So maybe he's defeated some other foes.
Into the lava?
No, where he
Before
came from.
Oh,
Like if
Where
he
did
came
he
from
come
this
from?
door. Oh, that's a good
Ready to
point.
go.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Well,
through this door is just another hallway with one more door. If we think this is barracks, could that just be the sleeping quarters?
we won't know until we find out. Rule number 1 is you'll find treasure where you least expect to find treasure.
You'd be surprised what people hide in their barracks.
And I'm gonna assume that Lord Quinnington just pushed past Sai and walked in. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Showing through. The door opens. The floor doesn't fall out from under you. Nothing explodes. There's no flash of light. You just drop dead. I'm just kidding. Nothing happens. Just you pushed into the hallway. That's the door creaked open. The wood kind of falls off.
Ah.
I will let them lead since they seem so eager to.
Okay.
Hut,
Lord Quiddington.
hut.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm not pushing my luck.
Would you like to check for traps?
I'm gonna throw my rapier
I did not mean
at
to
the,
push you back.
at the, at the next section.
Ting, it just clatters to the floor. There are no traps in this hallway.
I aim at the door at the end. Just throw another rapier at the door.
The door's not at the end. The door is
To your
Oh,
right.
sorry.
just to your right.
Okay, so sorry. I just throw a rapier at the wall at the end.
Give me an attack roll.
29.
Okay. Do you want it to hit point first or handle first?
Just point first.
Ding, sticks in the wood wall door, and the door just kind of swings open on old hinges. The
No,
doorknob,
I mean, I
falling
was just
off
like,
as the force-
I was line driving the hallway. Not the
Oh, I
door.
thought you were going for the door.
No, just line driving the
Just
hallway.
The end of the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, it just sticks point first in the mortar between the bricks and just sticks there. Because I've already said it, the door next to you just kind of creaks open just from the wind of your exertion.
Your movement.
Is there anybody in here?
Old, broken down beds. There is on this side a large stone door that stands ajar.
How disheveled are these bedrolls or beds?
Like falling apart. Like if you reach over and like touch one of the pillows, it like turns to dust. Like it falls apart. at
He
your
tries to
touch.
pick up one of the beds and turns to dust.
Yeah, and it just
Very,
begins
very
crumbling. You get
disappointed.
pieces of wood and stuff.
You wouldn't have wanted that one anyways.
Angel's gonna look around each of the beds for loose stones or good hiding spots for stuff.
Give me an investigation check.
Yeoman pats Sai on the back. Says, "Let's get going. Treasure's not going to wait for us."
Yeah, you're right.
21.
21. Next to actually that bed that you're next to, you find the remains of like an old journal that has been like it's written in vellum. Pulling through, a lot of the pages kind of fall out, but one of the remaining pages, and just with your investigation check, I'll give you this. It just kind of falls open to an entry. And it says, the abbot tells me that the whispers are, or let's see, the abbot tells me the whispers are echoes of the people's prayers. I don't know if I believe him. I only hear the voice at night, but it always sounds questioning, as if searching for something. The strangest part is it's always accompanied by a strange creaking, like that of the censer that the abbot burns to accompany our morning prayer. And it kind of trails off. Other
Goodness.
notes about his day. If you just look through, it's notes about somebody that maintains this temple, this
Temple. Okay.
lost place. The stone door at the end of this, at the edge of this room, is open, but there's another at the end of this short hallway. A large brass key set into the handle.
Angel's gonna tell everybody that this is a temple, not a tomb. And explain everything that was in the full diary.
Makes a lot more sense.
Why there
Yes.
would be living quarters.
We seem to have lost Yoshida.
No, she's going to the bathroom. She'll be back.
Oh, okay.
I guess the abbots and priests need to eat, don't they?
So there's a brass key in this stone door at the end?
The one you guys are at now is open in this door. There's it's a stone door and it has a large brass key that's in the lock.
Sai. Do you want to come see if there's a
Yep.
trap here?
On my way.
I'll prepare lay on hands.
Thanks.
Last time Mike makes a dexterity-based character.
I just want to look, 1 for traps and then 2 for if there's any insignia script or anything like that.
Okay. Give me let's do the perception or investigation for traps first.
That would be a 21 for perception. Sorry, 22.
21
22.
does not appear to be trapped.
Okay. And then any writing on the one.
No, there is no writing or anything on this door.
Okay. Looks to be safe. Sorry, it's not safe. It's just safe.
Shall we
Not
try it?
dangerous.
I guess so. And I'll reach forward and turn the key, see if it unlocks.
It does. The door swings open. You see a large stone room with 2 large sarcophagi in the middle. The room is full of spider webs and bright blue spiders kind of milling about.
I
And everyone
will
roll initiative.
Oh, I was gonna say I will shut the door.
That is 14 for me.
14 for me too, Doman.
Woo!
15 for Sai.
20 not nat.
20. That was 14 for Yoshida.
Yes, sir.
And how much? And 10 for Quiddington. And 0 for Gil, because he's just left on this. All right.
Do I see the spiders from here?
Yeah, that's everybody. Like this room, we'll say Yoshi's dancing lights have just been kind of perpetually around. Light kind of floods into this, and the spiders, all their chittering kind of like stops. Is 5 heads all turn to face you.
As soon as the heads turn to face like the doorway, but Lord Quiddington thinks it's at him, he squeals like the baby bitch you've ever heard in your entire life and hides.
Okay. You know, let me name these guys so that I can. Wait.
Would be Terry.
1.
Dairy.
Oh, no,
Oh.
sorry, I have to do these by.
Mary.
Perry.
Larry. And
Gary.
Dave.
No,
Sherry.
the last one's
Sherry.
Steve. The last one's
Sherry.
Steve.
Oh.
C. He.
Steve.
There we go. All right. Ajel,
Steve,
you're
it's
up
Alan.
first with the 20.
Can I reach around and grab the door and shut it?
Sure.
I mean, I'm much taller than Sai.
Yeah. You can just reach forward,
Just reach over his head.
hold the door shut.
Okay. And then I'm gonna say, lock it. And that'll be my action.
Okay. Spider 1, which is C, is going to use his action to.
Carrie.
It's 50. What's the? How far can we go? Perfect. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Spider music.
Oh yeah, spider music. Boom. Okay. Sorry. Mathing things. Next is Spider D, who
Jerry.
appears behind Yoshida.
Oh, I forgot.
Space spiders.
It's going to try to bite
Like,
Yoshida.
of course, of course.
Yoshi's not going to be a big
does
fan
an
of
11
dungeon
hit?
delving after this.
Does an 11 hit?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Then we get to Spider E.
Airy.
Who
Yuri.
can only make it like here. Sai, you've heard Angel's call to lock the door, and then heard, I imagine, Yosta make a noise and Lord Quinnington squeal again. As
Tits
another
balls!
spider pops
I'm
into
gonna-
existence behind them.
As I step back from the door, I'm gonna say, I don't think locking it's gonna help, and I'm gonna take some steps back to where Yoshida is, and pow, this spider.
All right, making some attacks at Spider D. Roll
Big
hit.
D.
So the first attack is a
Plus a
16,
D4.
16 hits.
and then the second attack is a 27.
Hits as well.
So it is within 5 feet of my friend. So the first one will be with sneak attack. 11 plus 3, so 14 points of damage on the first one.
14. Haven, kind of a side of that furry abdomen. The hairs feel like they shift under you as if they're trying not to be, not like in the way of your fist, but on this plane. Like there's this weird lack of force pushing back on you. And your second blow thuds into its side and deals
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. This thing is bloodied. You've cracked the sides. Kind of bluish green ichor begins pooling out of its side. Anything else from Sai?
Then I'm going to use my bonus action for Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Do that. Confirm. The first one is a 24, and the second one is a dirty 20.
Both hit.
So that's going to be 4 points, and then an additional 7, so another 11 points of damage.
That is enough to drop this thing. Lets out kind of a chittering scream and collapses to the ground, unmoving.
And then I will just turn and look back at the door, even though it probably isn't going to matter, but I'll turn and face the door.
Doman.
Doman will look over at Ange and put his, I guess, Lucy, what's your dexterity? See if you go first or if I go
16.
first. You go before me.
Okay, Yoshida. Sorry.
Oh, well, I have this one guy here right in front of me.
He's dead.
He did.
Oh, I don't
Got a
have that
body on.
one guy right in front of me. I'm going to
Prepare for more.
shit. I'm gonna prepare polymorph.
Okay.
I'm
Hold.
gonna
Oh, you're gonna hold an action to polymorph.
yeah.
Polymorph what into what when what?
I'm gonna hold up a cocoon and I'm gonna wait until I see another one,
Polymorph in. Okay.
and then I'm gonna polymorph it to a tiny spider.
Okay.
So this
Sorry.
is enlarge reduce.
I'm just going to actually, I am going to move 10 feet back. So
That's fair. See,
The spider. The spider. I'm gonna polymorph the spider.
Shove a hand into her component pouch and side books it.
Side books it.
Doman, your turn.
Doman will look over at Ange and say, "Phase spiders, hon. Remember, they don't really care about the walls." And I'll push the door back open. And with the same hand that pushes the door open, as I pull it away from the door, the little light in the room coalesces into a a sword in my hand, which erupts into white fire as I take a step forward and stab C.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
This is the first time I've done this, so give me just a second.
I
Yep.
guess I'd be waiting for Spider E. To...
Oh yeah, I guess she said as soon as.
Oh,
she could
yeah,
see
as soon as
one.
you can see. So you can see E or C. With him attacking C, we can let you hit E.
I'm gonna hit E.
Okay, what's the saving throw? It rolled a natural 2, whatever it is. It is now
It's a
a
Wisdom 17.
little
so
fun spider.
it's a nice, tiny little spider. I need to come find a spider character sheet.
And what did you roll to hit?
17 on the die for a 27.
Absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's going to be 4 plus 1. 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. Spearing it into the side with your white flame blade. Anything else?
I think that's going to be it for now.
All right. And Spider B is going to run up and attempt to bite Doman. This is a 9 for 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. Spider A, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is going to use its action to dash, get right up on you as best it can. And I'm missing a spider. Is that right?
No,
I'm
E is
missing a
just
spider.
really
Is it
small.
the shrunk one?
No. Spider F.
Fairy.
I cannot find a spider sheet.
Didn't I kill F?
No, you killed
Oh, I killed
D.
D. Never mind. My bad.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to dash to also get right up here, but it cannot use its attack. And if it's fair, it's in my encounter. I just
No,
place
you're
a
good.
counter on the map.
You're good.
Okay. Sir Whittington,
I'm gonna like peek around the corner and then throw my.
a little closer to your mic, man. You're super quiet.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I leaned back. I'm gonna peek around the corner and then start trying to very sneakily throw my rapiers at F.
How terrified of spiders are you?
Like a 9?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, make your attacks a disadvantage.
Oh,
He's got like a plus 5 million to his hit. He
I
can't
know, it's
not
just-
hit this.
just
Okay,
poor
so
dude is afraid of
23,
spiders.
I'm gonna assume a 23 hits a spider.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
16 damage.
Okay. This is against spider. Or spider F. Yeah. Okay.
And then does a 15 hit?
It does. And how much damage is on the first one? That was
16 damage.
16.
And then a 12 on F.
So your rapier spears into its side. It lets out a scream. It is still standing, if only barely. You've nearly like pinned it to the ground as the rapier dematerializes and fades away. Or both rapiers dematerialize and kind of fade away. Do you have a third
Yep.
attack?
18 and a. Okay, so those hit.
Yeah, those absolutely hit.
12 more damage.
12 more. Annihilating Spider F.
F that spider.
F that spider. He only existed for a very brief time, and I'm just going to put you fully into your square. You can't go between squares.
No, I was just mimicking that I was peeking out, not trying to fully commit to the doorway.
All right. Anything else from Sir Connington?
Nope, I think that's
Okay.
that's it.
Angel, we're back to you.
Okay, so Angel is gonna see Doman being the point man, which is not how we do things, and is gonna run up. Let's see. If I get to the other side of this guy, will he have an opportunity
Nope.
attack or?
Only when you leave his threatened area, which is that one spare.
But E will, definitely.
Yes, E will
It
get
is
an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
on you.
E doesn't even look like it
Mhm,
exists
He's tiny.
there.
Yeah.
It's an itty
Okay.
bitty spider. Arr.
Fuck E. Okay, I'm over here. I
You're gonna go
probably
for
don't
it.
even notice E.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, and so do the
Spider?
opportunity
Uh,
attack first, and then
Does a 21 hit you?
Why'd you make it bigger again?
21 does hit me.
I didn't. Oh, hey, stop. No, the
Don't-
spider
don't
is
mess with him.
tiny. Stop touching it.
It's supposed to be tiny.
I have to lock everything for you, Quinn.
You touch
Just floating your own
you touch
character.
yourself.
Oh,
Don't touch my stuff.
Not on stream.
Okay.
So- Real good thing we don't have Dave recording all of this.
Angel, you take 1 point of piercing damage, and I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 1 point of damage and con saving throw of.
And
it's
if
gonna be
you
a
think you're gonna
14.
if you think you're gonna fail it, add a d4.
Yeah, 14 succeeds. It's a
14.
DC 9. You do not take
No.
any additional poison damage.
Okay.
So you just move through, and this little tiny spider just manages to climb onto you, sink its teeth into your ankle before you like brush it off, continuing your way.
All right, then I'm gonna pop out my Lash of Shadows in one hand and my flail in the other. I'm gonna swing with the Lash of Shadows first.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 29 to hit. And then
Yep.
I'm gonna guess that hits.
Oh yeah, for sure. And this is against C.
Yeah, against C.
Okay.
And then that'll be 12, 13, 4. That'll be 14 damage, and then I don't know, is it
It is not immune
resistant to poison or anything?
It is not.
Okay, cool. Needs to make a saving throw. Let me see what it needs to be to make the
Is
saving
it
throw.
higher than 6?
Yes.
Okay. It fails
Uh,
whatever saving throw you're going to throw at it.
Okay. It's 15 is the DC, so I remember for next time. It is poisoned for 1 minute. While poisoned in this way, the creature is paralyzed. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. So it is paralyzed
Okay.
until it wins. And then I'm going to use the flail on A.
All right. Roll the hit.
Okay. That is going to be a 13.
13 hits.
Oh, wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. And it has disappeared from my entry, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, flail smashes into it. One is poisoned and paralyzed. Anything else from Angel?
And then as a bonus action, I am going to cast Spirit Shroud. I have spirits of the dead that are flitting around me. And yeah, then that's all you see for now.
Okay.
I should have done it before I did the attacks, but it's fine.
We can reckon it because it just adds extra damage to each of your attacks, yeah?
It adds 1d8 extra damage to any creature within 10 feet of you. This damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. And then any creature of my choice that I can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of me has its speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, deal your extra d8 of damage to each spider.
Okay. That's 5 to the first one I hit, and 7 to the second one I hit.
All right. Both are still standing. Both are more hurt.
Cool. Thanks.
Bringing us to the one that is poisoned and paralyzed. Not going to do anything because he's poisoned and paralyzed. That one is dead. This one's a tiny spider. It's going to run up and try to bite Doman. 7. I'm guessing that
Doesn't hit.
misses. Sai.
Sai's gonna see that everybody's inside, and he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I see the tiny spider?
Sure. We'll imagine he's called out. That's-
Okay. And I will attempt to kick the spider in its tiny little face.
Okay. So roll to hit.
So the first one is a 11.
11 misses.
Okay. And the second one would be a 27. So, yeah.
Okay.
That hits.
27 hits.
Really?
Roll your damage.
I like to think Sai is just like tapping
God
on
damn
the
it.
floor, trying to say.
So 12, 13, 16 points of damage on the second one.
16. So as you stomp down on the little spider, it only has 1 hit point, and so it pops back up into its full size. The remaining 15 points of damage pass through. And you now are faced with a full-sized phase spider again.
I'm like, well, wasn't expecting that. I'm going to take 2 more punches at it with my
Okay.
furry blows.
Should have warned you. Whoopsie
It's
popsie.
another
Like-
11 and then a 24. So
24 will hit. You can add your sneak attack to this if you'd like.
to this again, I added it to the very first attack.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Never
So-
mind. Sorry.
Jesus, and then that's 4 points of damage. However, when I hit with a flurry of blows,
For your
yeah,
You're
I-
a rabbit.
It's a Harangon. I get it.
I can impose one of the following effects on the target. They can fall prone on a dex save 17, get pushed 15 feet, or it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. I'm gonna say it can't take a reaction until the end of until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll do it.
And Doman, we're back to you.
Because
Or
I
Angel.
walked-
Or Yoshida. Sorry. Doman or Yoshida. Because you guys go on
It's
the same
Yoshida.
time.
I'm going to come up here behind Doman and kind
shatter him.
Yeah.
of make a calming gesture. Ooh.
That's very calming.
And cast catnap on the 3 large spiders in front of Doman.
Okay.
So they have to make
Catnap.
a
I don't think catnap does what you think it does. Let me check catnap really quick. What does catnap do?
You make a calming gesture and up to 3 willing creatures.
You're looking for sleep, I think is what you're looking for.
Okay. The other one I was gonna do.
Catnap's a good spell.
Yeah.
Should I? Oh, okay.
But just for
Instead, I'm gonna do Otto's irresistible dance.
okay.
Cast it on them on one, which I'm going to cast it on E because I have a thing with E,
Okay.
and then he should be dancing if he doesn't pass his wisdom save of 17.
Which he does not.
Tap dancing spider.
Okay, so he begins to dance. Let me.
It has disadvantage on dexterity and attack rolls. And all the other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it.
Okay, so I know he's not deafened, but this has the nice musical note, so I'm going to toss that on there. He's dancing. He's dancing. Anything else from Yoshida?
And then I'm going to uh, as a bonus action, cast nothing.
Easy enough.
Solid.
Uh,
Solid.
Roll me a D. Doman, it's your turn.
Because all
No,
except for one of the
Sorry, Yoshida, it was a joke because you cast nothing, so I'm having you roll a D nothing.
Oh,
Yeah. Bum
Nice.
bum bum.
Okay, so because the entire party except for one member is within 10 feet of me, I'm going to cast Thunderstep. No, I'm kidding. I'm
As-
going to
as you
cast
do.
Stop.
I'm going to cast Flaming Hands and see if I can't get A, B, and C in the cone without hitting anybody else.
Yeah, I'll say you can angle it because it's
I'll say
Right
that you
there.
can do it. Yeah.
a cone, and it's
Not 360 degree OE.
if he was in your position and he's like, I'd like to hit all of them, but I'm gonna catch Doman and Angel. That's the
Look, I'm just.
see he can
How-
draw the lines. He can draw the
Mhm.
lines.
Yeah.
Look at
Thanks,
that.
Quinn.
How long is the cone? It's
15 feet.
okay.
Cone of 15 feet.
Yeah, should be good.
Okay. And then it is.
Unless sorry, Angel. Yoshida says that he has to hit you.
Whatever.
Otherwise, it's
I'm
not fair.
fine.
I'm just
I
kidding.
didn't say that.
No, is this a dexterity saving throw?
Angel's
Dex
used to
18.
it.
Do
First
what
one
now?
Fails. Second one fails. All three of them failed. I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 1 in that order.
Yeah. And it says 4d6 fire damage. 8 and 7 for 15 points of fire damage to each of them.
15. Spider C is dead. Spider A is dead. Spider B this is the first time he's been hit. Sorry, 17 points?
15.
Or 15.
15 points. 16. Yeah, 16 minus 1.
I realized what I was doing. I know where I got 17 from. So, boom. Not that one. This one. All right. Anything else from Doman?
Doman will not be the point man anymore. And side saddle around him.
Okay. B, he's been trying and he just got set on fire by you. He is going to try to bite Doman. That is a 6. I'm rolling like hell.
Not quite
No.
there.
That one's dead. Sir
Well, it's
Quiddington.
I peek around. Why can I not grab my character? Hold on.
You've been locked out.
I didn't lock him. No, he has a bunch of little triangles on top of him. So you're okay with those.
I was still on triangles. I peek around the corner and am completely confused by what I see. Which there are now no spiders that I can see except for the one that appears to be rocking out.
He's tap dancing.
And I just stare in confusion at this tap dancing spider.
And
I'm
then make a bunch of
so
attacks at advantage against it.
No, I'm
Oh.
just gonna. I'm conflicted. My mind does not understand how. One of my worst fears is tap dancing in front of me.
It's like this is from
Broken.
Harry Potter when they learn how to cast ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the boggart.
Spider on skates.
I think there actually is a spider on roller skates. Yeah.
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 Yep, there is.
Okay. In that case, Goodington, if you've got nothing, Angel.
Angel's gonna pop up and she's gonna smash this buddy.
All right.
With
Give me your
her-
first attack.
Whip again.
Okay.
And that is gonna be a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll damage. Roll damage on this one before we get to your second attack.
Yeah. That'll be 7 plus 5 is 12.
12. That is enough. You blast this one. And it is dead. You have another one. Your attack against the last spider, it would be at advantage
Mhm.
because it's
Oh.
dancing.
Then I will bounce over here and smash this tap dancing spider.
All right.
That's gonna be
On praise.
Have that.
not 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
and there. Plus 2, 8, 9, 10, 14.
14 is enough for this one as well. And this one collapses to the ground.
Squish and squish.
Has our telepathic connection still been going, by the way?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. I would just, as a side note, throughout that entire fight, anytime Sai finished something, you'd hear in your head, okay, she's over there.
In my head, I'm just like,
So-
what the fuck is going on? What? Where did he go? Where did he go?
All right. You guys are out of combat. The room is covered in spider webs. In the center, there are 2 open sarcophagi.
Is this the place
Angel's
with the
gonna.
skull?
Sorry. Angel's gonna look for any spider baby packs.
Yeah, Doman
we'll say
will go. Doman will join her with the flame blade and just like start sweeping it through cobwebs and searing them away and searing baby eggs.
Yeah, we'll say that's pretty easy. You're able just kind of going through and being any level of like cautious about it. Just you're mowing through whatever egg clusters there are
Beautiful.
with no trouble.
Sai's
I'm
gonna
gonna
walk up
knock
to
on
the.
the sarcophagus. Knock, knock.
Is that what Sai's doing as well?
No, Sai was gonna check for traps on the sarcophagus.
Well, we'll do Yoshi's thing first.
Okay.
It's open. There's it's empty. There's kind of a divot, like almost where a body would lie, like something just to kind of hold it in one spot, not like bind it, but just recessed slightly in the shape of general shape of a humanoid. Sai, give me your perception check for traps.
That's 12.
There do not appear to be any traps. But Yoshida and Sir Quinnington, as the 2 that are apparently like looking at the sarcophagi, the same thing is written on the sides of each. By the blood of my comrades and that of my own, I offer this freely to enter your home. By 2 we will enter, for each pay a price. Trust, honor, sacrifice.
Do you read it out loud or just send it?
I-
Read it?
Well, I read it out loud. I'm probably faster reader than Lord Quinnington.
So I say, open sesame, and I try and push the lid open.
The
They're
lid's
already-
already
There's no
open.
Oh,
The lid kind of
both them?
there is
Oh.
there look I can't do it. The map is they look closed on the map, but
Right.
they're open. Okay.
Okay.
So
Theater of the
I-
mind.
I say that
there
loud.
are lids, but they're kind of off to the side. There's rails at the top and bottom that allow it to push to the side without falling to the ground.
I just peer in to this one.
On the inside, under the coffin, there's like a hand mark that's also slightly recessed into the top of it, with a hole in the center. And you can very clearly see from the hole there's a small, like the tip of a glinting metal spike.
Death Glory Hole.
Not every thought that goes to your head needs to come out your mouth.
I'm for it.
I said all the things out loud. And I'm like,
Maybe
Alright.
the inside thing, the
Is-
outside thing.
is this another riddle?
Think it sounds pretty transparent to me. Climb
Okay.
inside, and the door will open. But whoever climbs inside will die.
Not it.
Is that what it means?
Not it.
Yeah,
Kind of thought it was they come in here in pairs when they're buried, yeah?
Read it again.
Okay.
Just hear pan flutes. Just
By the
Yeah.
blood of my comrades and that of my own, I offer this freely to enter your home. By 2, we will enter, for each pay a price. Trust, honor, and sacrifice.
I
See,
think
they sacrifice
Could be.
themselves.
Seems like a
Could be.
pact rather than a riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
could
don't
be
think
a
this is good.
you do it, or that could be what happened here, however long ago.
Can I take a look at the top of the sarcophagus and see if like what's etched on the top? Like, is it like a figure? Do they both look the same? Do they look different in any way?
There are 2 figures. They're the same. There is no like detail carved in, except for at the hands, where like if it was a knight, they might carve like the relief of a sword. They're each holding a key.
But isn't that where the spike is in their hand?
No, the spike is on the inside of the hood, or inside of this
Oh.
cover.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you were lying inside the sarcophagus, you'd put your hand against it,
Oh, and it
and
would
something
like
would.
slink.
Yeah, no,
It was
that's
gross.
and it. If you're looking at it, like the lid of the sarcophagus is only this big. The spike can only come out that much.
What if we just like don't get in, but we prick our finger? Boop. And what happens then? Should we try
I don't-
that? Just
Give
poke
it a
the
shot.
little-
Something tells me it doesn't work that way, though.
I don't know. Is it sharp to the touch?
You reach in, yeah, like you poke it, and I mean you take 2 points of piercing damage just as it's like razor sharp. Make a perception check.
Hmm. That would be a 9.
Sai, as somebody that's right next to her, you can also make a perception check. That's it cut you.
That would be
Ow.
a 26.
26. Sai, you notice as she pulls her hand away, a small portion of blood is pulled into the needle.
Yeah, definitely definitely absorbing the blood or sucking the blood in for some sort of sacrifice. So this definitely seems like a pact.
I don't feel like this is what we came here for.
If it's a weapon we're looking for, it's probably got to be hidden behind some sort of safeguard. I don't know if this is it, but there's also a couple other doors back yonder that we haven't looked at.
Agreed. DM, is the gray thing in the back like the big square next to the broken cross a thing, or is that like what is that?
That it looks like it was like a statue or something, but has broken and decayed.
Do the pillars in the room look like they are just pillars, or do they look like they have anything on them?
They kind of match up. Like this one that is broken, the bases are similar. Each one of these has a different individual carved. Again, very little detail here. There's no names, no carvings, but each of the pillars is a very basic relief of an individual. There's 2, 3. Looks like 3 male and 5 female. 3. Yeah, 3 male, 5 female.
Well, do
No inscriptions on any of those. They're just
Yeah, there's no inscriptions. These just seem to be ornamental, but very loosely ornamental.
Sai, out of curiosity, is going to move closer to where Yosha got pricked on the finger and actually put his hand full against it.
Okay. Are you in the sarcophagi, or are you?
I'm just gonna be like outside of it and reach my hand in and hold it there for 5 seconds.
It's just recessed enough that putting your palm against it, it doesn't quite like touch. The only reason Yoshi got cut was because she like put her finger to it to see if it was sharp.
Do you think 2 people have to do this at the same time?
Yeah, most likely. I
Do
think
we
the
need to
question
draw
now is, are we
spells?
for it, or are we gonna go back and explore the rest?
I think there's more to explore, but that
Yeah,
is my
let's-
opinion.
Let's come back to this if we don't find something.
Okay. As long as you're going into a room you've been previously, you guys can just move your tokens wherever you're going.
Cool.
There are no unhit traps or anything. So
Well, do we jump this lava to those other doors or go back the
look,
other way?
no one already did.
Got it.
This room
Sorry.
south is an iron barred door. It leads down, and at the end of the hallway, there is just what seems to be passing through the walls, just a glowing orb, a sphere. You only get the glimpse that's filling the hallway. It is kind of domed as if it's kind of at a lower angle. You can't, it's just shy of touching the roof. And the room is slightly sloped towards it.
So it looks like lava has backfilled up a inclined hallway, basically.
Mhm. Oh, sorry, Yoshi, you seem to have moved yourself outside of the viewable area.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
message you that I lost it
I
and I
gotcha.
couldn't find it.
Yeah, no, I just, I'm like, that's not a spot. So it is now back. I'll put it with the party next to Sai.
Thank you.
So it's more
favorite.
spherical, like a ball. You could
Yeah,
say?
it's like a ball, but only a part of it is visible where the goes into it. And then there is the cracked stone door here, which you can see into a room. You guys have gotten close enough. I'll just do this. There is a small door here, a small stone door, and 2 large golden chests.
So
As
do you
I
still have that key?
nope, I left it back at the spider door.
Okay.
As I walk past the gated one, I'm gonna be like, that looks like a slippery slope, and keep walking and just check for again any insignia or wording above the door to this chest room.
No, that's around the chest room. There are just 2 chests. The locks at the front of them are large, skull-shaped, like embedded in. Their mouths open where the keyhole would be. And then there is a small stone door on the opposite, just opposite you. The 4 pillars do each have engraving in this room.
As I step into this room, I'm going to be looking for traps in here to
Okay.
see if there's anything with the floor or ceiling, anything like that.
Give me a perception check.
That would be a 22.
22. Okay. The chests each appear to be heavily trapped.
Okay.
Angel, what are you doing with the? Just real quick, Mike. I'm just gonna go back. What are you doing with that iron gate?
I wanted to see if we can open it.
Yeah, it does not appear to be locked. That's it. It's not even latched. As you put a hand on it and push, it just swings open.
Perfect. I'm just gonna leave it open.
Okay.
As soon as I see that those are trapped, I'm going to yell back to the group, "These are trapped. Do not touch them." Specifically, the gold chests in here are trapped. Do not touch them.
Sounds good. Usually the chests are.
But I want to.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk up to the left pillar, up by at the top left pillar. Stand about 15 feet from it, and just
Okay.
see if I can read anything on it.
Yeah, there's what looks like the same verse repeated multiple times in many languages. So in common, this one reads, "From Earth's embrace, a hero born, grounded and steady, resolve unworn."
Okay, and I'll read that out loud as I read it.
Um, sorry, I just
That was on the south one, right?
The top left.
yeah. That's okay. So, wait, could put yourself back where you just were. Yeah, because that was the the pressure plate in front of the chest. Creaks pushes down about an inch. I need a dexterity saving throw.
I got a 2, 3,
2.
3 with my bonus.
The chest opens, a large mechanical arm snaps out, grabs you, and pulls you into the chest. It shuts, and you immediately feel it begin to heat up.
Do we leave him in there?
Sai's gonna turn around. I said to not touch it.
He didn't touch it. I saw he didn't touch it. Poor guy.
When you take
Okay.
5 points of fire damage,
Oh shit!
We'll pull him out.
How are we supposed to pull him out without touching the thing? He's gonna pull us in. How
I'm gonna
much room
grab
do you
my
think is in
rapier
there?
and start like just banging it.
you hear ding, ding, ding. Roll damage for me,
Crunch.
bud.
Grab another rapier.
Are his legs hanging out?
No, he
7.
got pulled entirely
In the
This-
chest.
This,
Oh, okay.
this chest
16
is
damage.
it's seriously like 10 feet long. It's 8 feet tall. The whole thing just opened, grabbed him, pulled him in, and started heating up. How much damage is that, Quinn?
16 damage.
16 points of damage. You take another 5 points of fire damage. What are the rest of you? You all hear ting, ting, ting.
I'm gonna immediately look to that stone door, and see if I can see anything written on the stone door or anything like that.
Which is
On
what I
the-
was gonna
on the
do
stone-
before.
On the stone door, there's not. Quinn,
I'm
roll
just-
damage for me again.
I'm gonna cast True Strike at it just to see if I can figure out defenses.
16
okay.
again.
Another 16 points of damage.
At this point,
Sure.
there's no tinking. Now it's just a banging because I'm just banging the pummel or the gauntlet just around on the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't really have an AC. It's just a big box, and so it's easy enough to hit. You find out it does have 200 hit points.
I'll cast Mage Hand and see if it just opens.
You do it. It doesn't just open. It locked itself back shut. You have to. Somebody has to try to unlock it.
I'm gonna quickly
Fine.
look at the stone door for any traps on the stone door itself.
Quinn, go ahead and roll damage again. You take
Oh,
6
rogue.
points of fire damage.
Is not
17.
16
even.
damage again.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
17 for trap on the stone door.
No, this door is not trapped. In fact, as you inspect, you realize it just again, it's not locked. This one just pushes open.
Okay, I'm gonna
It is on the next door that there is an inscription. Is anybody helping Whittington, or
I'm
should I
trying
just?
to
Yeah,
let
yeah,
him-
I'm trying to. We've just got 10 people jumping in. And I'm gonna try and smash.
I'm gonna step in the same spot and see if it'll take me to.
No, the pressure plate didn't come back up. So it's just a little divot. Angel, what are you
I'm
doing?
trying to smash it with my hand axe.
Okay, so let's do that. If we're smashing it open, Angel and Quinn. So you've done 30, 42, 48 points of damage to it so far. It has 152 hit points left. If we're just smashing, what we're going to do is we're going to total up how many turns it takes the two of you to deal that remaining amount of damage. And then Quinn will take that many D10 fire damage.
Okay, so it's my average damage would be 4 plus 9. So I do 13 damage a round, effectively. Well, technically I should get 3 attacks a round, so I don't know if you want to factor that in or not, but
Yeah, we can do that. So if you're doing 39 points of damage per round,
on average, yeah.
And then what's Angel's average damage here? With her-
2d6 plus 2.
2d6. So we'll say 8.
It's 9 technically. Average
so
on 2
nine.
dice is 7 plus 2 is
9, and then
yeah.
that would be two hits each range.
And so
too,
18. So we'll say it takes 3 more rounds of you guys just smashing this trap to pieces.
So that would be
Use a
what,
little help here.
7,
Somebody-
8, and 9 damage.
No, I'm rolling d10s for this.
Oh, okay.
So you take, that was a 10 on the second one, 18, 24 more points of fire damage on top of what you've already taken.
Okay.
And so in front, this trap is just smashed to pieces. There's a smoking husk. Quinn, as you step out, the trap door at the bottom like falls out, where it clearly pulls somebody in, incinerates them, and then drops them into a garbage chute, which kind of just falls on one hinge and drops into this pit. You see another couple bones and pieces of
Ash.
other people that may have gotten caught in this at some point.
I'm just like super red in the face. I'm just as I get out of this thing.
Sai,
I was gonna
The
say
next-
during all that, I was gonna look in the room and see if I could find any traps before really diving into it.
there's an intricate metal door that faces you. This one states, within you lies the key, but elsewhere hides the lock. Go and find your resting place and offer up the other's fate.
That's
What is it with this temple and sacrifice? It just wants us to like.
I think we have to go back.
Yeah, this is definitely
Just
looking like
talking
that
about
might
what
be
we
the.
just- what we just did, yeah. All right, fine.
Well,
Not what I wanted to do. And then I'm gonna grab Lord Quintington and said, maybe be a little bit more cautious going into rooms and near things that are trapped, and drop 15 healing into him.
Just grumble. I've never been eaten by a goddamn chest before. 15, you said?
Yeah.
That was my fun mechanical mimic.
Yeah. I saw the chest and was like, mimic, mimic, mimic.
Almost a mimic.
Are they both mimics though,
It's like
guys?
it's like an Iron Maiden shaped like
Definitely.
a chest.
Yeah, there's definitely treasure in the other one, though, guys.
I'm gonna. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. No, I can't do it anymore. I used it earlier. Dang it. My unseen servant.
You can cast
So-
it again.
Does it have to be at a out of those level spells?
Yeah, you have to cast it at a higher level spell that you have access to.
As because I
We
assume
cast it at
we're going back
second
to the
level.
spider room.
Yeah.
As we go back, I'd like to keep an eye out, see if I can't figure out who this is a temple to. Somebody we know, somebody we haven't heard of.
We'll say
Currently.
the other 4 pillars in this room have verses that are similar but different to that first one that was read. The first says, on the breath of air, this hero takes flight, swift and elusive, their presence light. The next, from the moon's glow, this hero revealed, mysteries unveiled, their fate unsealed. In the sun's next one, in the sun's radiance, a hero stands tall, illuminating the path, dispelling the pall. And going back through, give me a religion check.
Oh, I'm great at those.
I send my unseen servant to stand in front of the other chest, like Sir Quennington did.
13.
Can I assist him on that?
You can, or you can make your own check either way.
I'll just. I don't know.
You have a bigger
I'll do
plus.
it.
You should probably do that.
I don't know if I. 5.
Let's see. 5. It does not. Nothing really. Like, it kind of tickles. Like, there are bits and pieces that almost sound like it's from the scripture of Crest, but everything from the Church of Crest it's about one God. This is, if it is about the other gods, it's something unfamiliar to you guys, and it's not the norm. Let's see. Your unseen servant. It walks up in front of the other chest. Nothing happens. You have it stand on the space.
Yeah. Guys, my unseen servant's over here in front of this chest. Nothing's happening.
does that have weight to it?
unseen servant does not really have a weight. I'm assuming it's kind of similar to Mage Hand, where it can only exert a certain amount of force.
Shoot fire. Okay.
Uh,
Well, maybe that's inconclusive.
I mean, we can always check that again, but I'm sure that it's. I mean, it's trapped, right? It's got to have a similar outcome. I think we
Okay.
need to talk about this door. I mean, it's asking for 2 sacrifices,
And we already know where that was from.
but I mean, I can't ask anybody to do that. I know we've got healers, but
make an insight check. Anybody that would like to.
I would like to.
Sure.
I'll let everybody else go first.
18.
19.
20.
27.
We incite
Anybody would
most
get
of-
this. Quiddington and Sai, most of all. This sacrifice doesn't necessarily mean death. And the way this is written, it's of somebody offering something not only of themselves, but also their comrades as the key for something. You're not giving you're not necessarily giving your life or killing anybody, but it's an offering.
I think we have to go try and lay in the sarcophagi.
I'm gonna let you guys discuss it amongst yourselves for a minute. What you think? I have to pee, so I will be right back. I'll give you a second, then I'll be back.
And hopefully we'll be back on.
So, I mean,
I think the obvious answer is that they want us to stick our hand, like get light in the sarcophagus and stick our hands on the door.
Yes, I think that is the case. Well, any
Fine.
take us?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
That was fast.
Oh, it was easy. You guys just
Sight.
watched me like almost burn to death in a chest, right?
Yeah, we were paying
Yes.
attention.
And you just volunteered to lay in a stone sarcophagus. And
I call the right one. Or the bottom one.
alrighty.
It's cuter.
Hold on. Yoshida, you can heal yourself, correct?
Yes.
Sai, you can't.
No.
If something were to go wrong, I think that it would be important to have somebody in there that could heal themselves.
I think we need to have a third person in there to heal anyway. Because
A third person inside the
in the room.
In the room.
room.
Because if it
Oh,
takes
well, yes.
if it takes everything, Yosha's not going to be able to heal herself. You can't heal yourself if you're dead, right?
That's true.
No, I can confirm.
Oh,
No, I can confirm.
Oh, bang 3 times if you want me to start beating on the sarcophagus.
Okay.
And I recommend somebody who can maybe get out on their own if it goes haywire.
Hey, don't
I
you
have a
that, like-
shovel. I have a
don't you have-
misty step I can get and teleport.
Don't you have that little like dagger thing that you can like zip around with?
Me?
Or No, Will.
So I don't know what dagger thing you're talking about, but Ange and I can get to one another no matter where we're at. So
As long as one
Should
of
be-
us stays outside of the sarcophagus, the other one can get out.
and I can get out either way. So I'd recommend it be Ange and I. If it goes haywire, I'll get
Well,
out
if you're both in
and she'll
there,
come to me.
Oh,
You're not didn't listen to me. I can get out regardless. And if
I
it
know.
goes haywire, I'll get out and then she'll come to me. So we save 2 people instead of saving 1.
okay. Well, bang 3 times if you want help.
okay.
I'm gonna start making my way back up to the.
I can
Andrew,
also get out regardless.
can I see the door again?
Yeah.
Yoshida, do you have Revivify?
No, I do not. I don't think Ange needs to be in there.
I think that Dom and I can both escape fairly easy
Yoshida, why don't you go with
if we
them
get locked in.
in case they need it?
Okay. I'll go with you guys in there.
And
Okay.
then you can help her heal.
So it's Sai and Quinnington are staying by the door.
Yeah.
And the other three are going back to the room. Okay.
And I'll just look to like Domin and Angel as they're walking away. I'll just, hey, thank you.
Angel's
sure
gonna
if I
come
will.
back and give him a big hug.
I'll
If
kind
s-
of
and then
softly
say,
pat.
if something happens to us, take care of Lear and Mav.
Whoa, that got dark. Okay, we can do this, guys. Positive death vibes. Let's go
Positively
mess
death.
with. Let's go mess with these death glory hole things.
Okay. Angel, Yoshida, Doman, you make your way back to the room where you fought the spiders. The two open sarcophagi. Do the two of you get in?
Yep.
Okay. As you lay down, Yoshida, you watch the tops of each of them close shut.
Shit.
To the two of you, it's not pitch black. The stone itself kind of emanates a soft green light. Above you, you can see the recessed handprint with the hole on the front of it.
Angel's gonna say to Domin through their little telepathic link,
And I can hear it.
I love you. Are you ready for this?
I love you too, to the ends of the earth and back. Let's do this.
All right, on 3.
I love you guys too.
We love you too, Yoshida. 1, 2, 3.
You both push. The pin pricks the center of your hand and sinks just a short ways in. And you feel blood begin to draw. I need to know how many hit points. You don't have to give the same number. How much of your current HP do you let this eke away from you?
Does it have to take life from you, or can I keep funneling healing into me until it's good? Until it stops taking stuff?
You don't know. That's. You
I
don't.
would give 40 points.
I'll do 60
Okay.
before any healing.
You each feel it pulling from you. And there's nothing stopping you from pulling your hand away. You just feel it. You get that bearing. And you each hit that. Hit points don't really exist in the way we know, but that just
Threshold.
that's what you're comfortable doing. Don't don't give yourself damage. But in that moment, you close your eyes. You open them. The Yoshida at the top of the sarcophagi have slid open. Domin and Angel aren't there.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. And I like try to
Sigh.
contemplate.
It's a moment where you and Quinnington have like looked at each other and just kind of been like, I wonder how they're doing.
Yeah, I was gonna
You-
say I'd be watching the door the whole time to see if anything was happening.
Oh,
As soon as they
so,
said go.
yeah, there's a moment they fade into existence, like mist coalesces and forms each of them. To the two of you, the door is open. To Cy and Quinnington, the door is not.
Could you put the owlbear back to
I
Matt?
can.
Wait, so Doman and I are now in the room with Sai.
Yeah, you two
And-
are standing right in front of the door together. You've each taken damage. Each of you look pretty drained to Sai. I'm going to just
You said don't
message.
take that damage.
It, I'm about to message you guys.
Okay.
What do we do now? They're not here.
No, Sai and Clint, you guys see them. They've formed, like they've appeared in front of you.
Yeah,
No, I'm in the. I'm next
Oh.
to the sarcophagus.
Oh,
I thought
sorry.
that
Oh,
she
you went with
said
Yosa?
Sai.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Uh,
told them to bang 3
okay.
times if they needed me to smack the.
Oh,
Okay, then I'm
yeah.
by
Yeah.
myself, I guess. So
Yeah. Well, now, Sai, you have Doman and Angel with you, and okay, there we go. So I could here. Yeah, just like
Ask
this,
Yosha
that's
if
new.
we should just if we should go tell Sai that they disappeared.
We could just ask him. Sai, where are they?
they're here.
Okay, so we need to come back.
I'm
Or
not
stay.
sure.
Sorry.
And I just want to double check. Like, are they clear as day? Like themselves? Like they
Yeah,
just
no,
look
they-
drained? Okay, I
they
just want to make sure they weren't
appeared, they
like
can-
ghostly or anything
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
they-
So
It was like mist sort of was condensating in the space. At about the same rate they were giving up blood until finally they solidified and appeared. It's the only difference is to them, the door is wide open. You guys see, I'll let you know, in the room before you, there's a number of sarcophagi. It seems like a portion of the wall has collapsed, and there's lava kind of flowing into a portion of the room. I could show it to you. I'd like to wait a minute because it sounds like we're going to get the whole party on the same side.
Yeah.
Angel's
there-
gonna grab Doman first and throw some lay on hands into him. And you're gonna
And-
get the rest of them. So 30.
Oh, wow.
as they coalesce, and I've told them to hold off on coming over here, I'm just gonna speak to Domin and Angel and see if they can even hear me, and just be like, "How did you do that?"
Can we hear him?
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
They
think
just-
that was the sacrifice.
Yeah.
We just
Are you okay?
feeling a little drained, but
I don't know if
And
it
as
works.
she dumps, as she dumps her healing into me, I'll dump 5d6 back into her.
Okay.
And I'll just say, I don't know if it works. The door's still shut. Also,
No,
can we
it's
change the music? Sorry, it's very Disney-esque right now.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
My bad.
You're
It's
good.
very happy go lucky.
How much is that? Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it worked just fine. We got the sarcophagi, and
We can
nice that
go
we didn't
in.
have to walk back. Let's go.
I'm gonna it's
I guess we
it's
should go
not
kinda go.
open, and I'm gonna go up and like knock on the door.
You guys see there's like mist coalesces right in front of his hand where it hits and forms like a solid barrier. So he's hitting something.
I'll go up
Oh.
next to him and be like, "No, it is," and I'll do the same thing except just move my hand farther past him.
And Sai, you watch the door melds forward, almost like putting your hand through an illusion. It just isn't there for Doman.
I think
alright.
that we all need to go through.
There's 5 of us.
Which we can cut back over. You guys are all telepathically linked
Yeah.
still. That's
Yeah.
so anybody can participate in this conversation. Yoshida and Sir Quinnington are currently in the room. Are you guys doing anything?
I think we have to go. I think we have to do this. But do we have to do it at the same time? I don't want to leave Sai behind. What are we going to do? We have an odd number.
Somebody's got to go twice.
Oh,
I can do it.
I can do it.
I
So
climb
Quinn,
hesitantly into the sarcophagus.
me too.
The two of
Into
you
my
climb
own
in.
sarcophagus, not the same sarcophagus.
That's it.
I mean, you
Same
could
thing.
try.
As soon
Maybe
as
you-
you both lay down. Okay, and I need.
I almost had to commission another art piece.
The doors seal shut over you. The
Okay.
stone begins to glow that kind of soft green, like those stars that as kids we all had in our ceiling, the glow in the dark ones. It's that kind of color, kind of illuminate the recessed handprint in front of you. Do each of you put your hand on it?
Ready? 1,
2.
2. I'm 3. 3.
Don't give up too much of yourself.
The needle pierces your skin. How many hit points do each of you offer?
30.
Remember, don't take this as damage.
I'm gonna do. I feel pretty good. I'll go half. So 68.
68. It begins to pull from you. Until that same moment, you pull your hand away. And I'm going to message each of you as the mist coalesces again. I need my Discord. And
If you just want to
No.
send it in game, I can just not look. It's fine.
you'll be going in with Angel, and she's realized it. So, Yoshida, you take 68 points of damage. Quinn, you take 30. And each of you coalesce in the
Not to give
mist.
too much of yourself.
I take 68.
You take 68. You take the number the other person offered. And each of you coalesce and miss. Are you both still conscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel fine. Well, not
You're
fine.
fine.
Little
You,
things.
you took half of what you were expecting to give. Yoshida,
Wasn't-
how you
wasn't
doing?
Nearly as bad as I thought it was going
I'm
to be.
alive. Yes. Just
The
kidding.
door appears to be open to the two of you. Sai is the only one who the door remains closed to.
Sai, let's go. Let's do this.
You can do this again.
I don't know, but we'll try.
I just look at like Yoshida and was like, whoa.
You're not
Okay.
getting left behind.
You look a little pale.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Before she
Punch
goes
him.
in, I'll grab Angel. How you feeling after the first round?
I'm fine. I would say like 4/5.
And I'll just give her
5/6.
another. I'll just give her another 5d6.
Okay.
Not great at math.
I give myself healing word at 4th level.
And I just need to know, Angel
16
and
points.
Sai doing the same thing.
I'm gonna tell Sai, do not give much of yourself. Just a few points. Or not points, but
Right.
just a small amount of your health. It will try and take everything you have. Just give a little bit.
Okay. I'll climb in and
Okay. The soft glow. You press your hands against the recessed handprint. How much do each of you offer?
2.
I kind of feel like I need to do what I was originally thinking before I heard,
Okay.
which was 30. So otherwise I feel like I'm metagaming. So
Okay. That's
What?
well, I mean, Angel did tell you. Only
Okay.
not for a little bit.
Don't
Yeah,
give
alright,
much of yourself.
well then I'll do
Yeah,
15.
we'll try and take it all. Don't give much.
15. Angel, you just barely
That's
press your hand to it. Sigh. A little bit longer, but you, against what you, your previous judgment, you take a moment to pull back. You're still in the sarcophagus. It's sealed shut. It will not open.
am I gonna say to him?
How much blood do you
Maybe
offer?
give more.
They're
then
both
I'll-
sealed shut still.
Both of you are still
Okay.
sealed shut. Neither of you have taken damage yet.
I'm gonna put my hand on and drop 15 into it.
I'll do another 10.
Still shut.
Ooh, this is gonna. All right. I guess
We've
just
got into a little bit.
I'm here for it.
Invest
I just heard it.
noise.
I'll just say,
And-
Angel, give what you need. And I'll drop another 15. So that'll bring me
Jamie.
to 15, 10, 25. That'll bring me at 40.
And I'll pop 30. Which will put me at
Mist begins to coalesce
47.
in front of the rest of you as Sai and Angel arrive. Sai, you take 47 points of damage. Angel, you take 40. The door stands open to each of you. I'm going to remove the fog now as you all see the altars, the statues, the offerings that have been left in front of and on top of each. 8 standing statues and a broken one lay crushed in the corner where the wall has collapsed in and lava flows. In this back corner, a figure will expand out a little bit so you can see him. Kneels at the base of the altar that's shrouded in smoke and shadow. He holds in front of him by a handle, hanging from a chain, a burning censer that spins in front of him as he prays, casting shadows on the wall that move, and they show individuals climbing into sarcophagi and appearing ways later, telling what you see as your story as it just played out. He stands and turns, protruding from underneath his heavy hood is a long skeletal face, all ancient leathery skin covered in black scales. A sword, a great sword across his back that seems to have been carved from the wood of a metallic tree. As he turns, she told me you would eventually come. That it would be my place to test you. He cracks his neck. His long, undead dragonborn form standing to its full height. As the guardian of this temple stands to test you. And we will see what happens there next time on Easy Dispel. And we're gonna throw it out is a tear in space kind of pulls behind you, and Gil kind of like half falls through because, oh fuck, I made it. We'll see you next time on Easy Dispel. Thank you so much for joining us. Have an awesome week.